let's find out. Now, you're here. You originally came in to cure a nodule on your thyroid.
That's right.
Thyroid nodule. That was 10 days ago?
Yeah, 10 days ago.
Okay, 10 days ago. And how are you proceeding? How's that coming along?
Oh, it's great. I'm doing all the suggestions you gave me, and I'm removing pathology. I'm doing the cure cancer skill, accelerators. I mean, as much as I can, all the time.
Yeah, so you're just hitting it hard all day.
Hitting it hard all day. In fact, I can hear your voice in my head and that crazy laugh all day.
Well, you have a smartphone.
I do, yeah, and I take it with me on my walks in the morning, and I listen to cure shows, and it's great.
So you walk in the Alps.
I walk in the Alps.
You're in Austria, okay.
In Austria.
And have you actually felt a decrease in the nodule or any change in it?
Okay, I think I should start with the nodule creates a hyperthyroid. So my thyroid is producing too much. So therefore my symptoms would be weight loss, being hot all the time, sweating, heart palpitations, these kind of symptoms. Yet I never had those symptoms. So what I do have is swelling in my thyroid, and sometimes, occasionally, I will feel a little bit of heart palpitations. And since I started doing this, I think the swelling's gone down. Personally, I think that. And I can't say much for the heart palpitations because they were so random. I couldn't, maybe once a week, maybe twice a week. It wasn't any pattern that I could discern and say, okay, now it's less or more or whatever. So that's where I'm at.
So basically, you feel a positive change.
I feel great, okay? I mean, I feel really good. I'm happy, I'm calm, I'm hoping it's working its stuff on the thyroid, but in the meantime, I'm, other things are coming that are great.
Well,
good.
Tell us about those then.
Okay, well, let's see. Some of my obsessive nature is decreased a lot. My patience, my calmness, my interactions with my family. I just feel like, I'm just in a really good space.
So you mean you're feeling less high-strung?
Oh, totally. And maybe, well, I don't know if the high-strungness had anything to do with the thyroid. Maybe a little bit. Maybe that, my personality is a little bit high-strung, I guess, but, yeah, so that's gone, and that's good. I just, I'm happy all the time.
Wow, great.
Yeah, it is great.
Are there other changes that you could tell us about?
Well, I said a little bit about my obsessive nature when it comes, and what I mean by that is I'm hyper-focused on exercise. That's what I do for a living, and therefore my diet and all that stuff, I would think about it all day long. It was not fun. And that's gone. It's just, I don't know why. It just doesn't matter to me anymore. And then I don't mean like I'm just letting it all go. Like, I'm just gonna sit on my couch and eat bonbons. But I think about it. I don't think about food and my next meal and all this crazy stuff that just used to occupy all my time.
Wow.
And really grateful for that. So,
Wow.
How long have you been doing Immunics?
10 days.
10 days. Wow.
10 days, yeah.
Great.
It is great.
Yeah.
I've had moments of, I guess, a clear, calm place in my life. Moments, really, like maybe an hour here, maybe a few days here and there. But I could never figure out, how can I sustain this? Like, you know, I would just love to feel this good all the time. And I couldn't figure out how to do it. I was always trying to get back there and doing all these, you know, I don't know, just trying to find a way. And it seems like, you know, I have found a way. I mean, so far this is a long time, you know, to feel this good all the time. So I'm thrilled.
Great. Really great.
To go back,
And, yeah.
I want to go back to something. You were saying that you do exercise for a living. Now, exactly what does that mean?
I'm a trainer. I teach kickboxing and fitness and yoga, and I've done this my whole life. So, you know, that's what I do.
Hang on. Here.
Oh, hi. Was I supposed to call you, or were you going to call me? Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Bob.
Good morning. Am I late or early or what?
You're here.
Oh, you're perfect. Just on time.
You are
Okay.
here. I was just listening to Jen tell us about. Let's go back to that.
Okay.
So you are a professional fitness trainer.
Yeah, I guess that's what you call it. Yeah.
Well, what do you call it when you tell people about it?
I'm a fitness trainer, a kickboxing trainer.
Okay.
Nice.
So you teach kickboxing now. Okay. You know, the funny thing is that I've actually based our coaching program on that.
Kickboxing?
No, on a.
I have.
Actually, now that you mention it, I think we have found a direction for our personal training program. Okay. Pure Coaching is based on a company in New York that a friend of mine worked for called Homebodies. And this girl who owns Homebodies sends trainers into people's houses.
Right. I've done that. a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, that's what they do. She has personal trainers who go and they show up at somebody's front door and they train them. And so that's kind of like, there's just a lot to that, and I know that you're probably an expert at that, so I could probably learn tons from you about, you know, how to conduct ourselves in that kind of environment.
Sure.
You know, the funny thing is, when I was hanging out with my friend a long time ago, I really never thought to delve into it, but I did pick up a lot, and I also, you know, met the girl who ran her boss, the girl who owned the company, and I talked with her, so I kind of picked up stuff from her too, you know. So now, to go back to you,
Yes.
you haven't had a lot of the symptoms of a thyroid nodule.
No.
And also, now, you seem to be clearing it up.
I am clearing it up. Yeah.
And what I think that we should do in this meeting to demonstrate how you cure this is first I want to start with something very basic, okay, to illustrate that. And so I want to have Ross, what I want you to do is have her test for pathologies right now.
Okay, so you want to start really from the basics, the list of pathologies and the bodies, yes?
Yeah. So you
Okay.
want to go down the list and start there.
Okay. Do you have the list, Jen? The list
do.
of the bodies? Okay, good.
All right, I got it.
Okay. Connect to the harmonic or your own power to immunize yourself, whatever you are used to. Okay. And now ask if you have bacteria in any of your bodies.
No.
Okay. Say, all my bodies are free of bacteria.
All my bodies are free of bacteria.
Okay. Now ask if you have fungus in any of your bodies.
I got a yes.
Okay. Remove it. Say, I now remove fungus from all of my bodies.
I'm now removing fungus from all of my bodies.
Good. And now, what we do is, there is a saying, first remove it, then remove it. So now we are getting a bit more to the specific, and we are checking body by body, okay?
Right? Got it.
Ask if you have fungus in your celestial body.
No.
Okay, in your gravitational body.
I got a yes.
Okay, remove it.
Okay.
I'm now removing fungus
I'm
from
now
my
removing.
gravitation. Okay.
You want me to say it out loud?
Yes, better
Okay.
because the people who watch the video will hear everything.
Exactly. Okay. I'm now removing fungus from my gravitational body.
Okay, now check your spiral body.
Okay. Shall I do that out loud too?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes.
Do I have fungus in my spiral body?
Well,
No.
there's something
Okay.
I want to pause here for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Jen,
Yeah.
well, your picture is frozen, but that's okay. I
Okay.
want to ask. I want us to all notice something, which is that in your you removed the fungus from all your bodies when you started.
Yes.
And then, a minute later, you found it in your gravitational body.
Right.
Do you have any ideas about how that can be?
I was wondering that, but I don't know why. No.
Do you feel any different right now?
I feel good and calm.
Do you feel a change from when you started removing the fungus?
Yeah. I do.
What's the change there? What's the difference?
I feel clear and calm.
So you mean clear in a way that you might not have been before you removed it?
Yes.
Like a little. Is it a big or a little change?
Medium, I'd say.
Okay. Well, good. That sounds good. Now, I think we ought to do something to try to get your picture back.
Okay.
Huh. We're talking about how something can be, you can take it out of all your bodies and, a minute later, you find it in one of your bodies. And
Yeah.
you're saying you don't know why it's there. Do you have any theories about it? Like, can you create a theory about why it's there? Just what pops into your mind?
Maybe it comes back. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just drawing a blank. I don't know.
Well, when you took it out of all your bodies, did you feel better right then?
No, I don't think so.
So,
But I wasn't paying attention to it, I mean, so much at that point, like to make note of it.
but you did get a signal that you took it out
I did.
with your finger,
Yes.
but you probably didn't feel, maybe you didn't feel so much better. But you know, sometimes people do feel better, and they still find it a minute later. I'm telling you. You got any...
So you're going to tell me why?
Well, does Bayard know why? What do you got? What do you get there? Do I read my...
I got a yes.
Now test that about yourself. Do I know why?
I got a yes.
So you do know.
Yeah, but it's not coming to my, it's not kind of,
There is
Yeah,
there is a natural knowing inside of you.
right.
My job is to bring that out.
Yes.
See, what I'm trying to do here is get you to be the guru.
Yeah.
Because the world we live in is a disaster. And if people could cure these things, why do you think people have accidents in their cars? They have a bacteria eating their gravitational body. Do you think that might distract somebody?
Yeah.
Do you notice everybody is walking around totally absorbed in themselves for the most part?
Yeah. That's,
So, you know, what do we do about that? I mean, the fact is that it turns the world into what we've seen for the last 13,000 years. This is what it's been. It hasn't changed that much. We have better technologies, but it hasn't changed that much.
yeah.
And there's all these good, wonderful, kind people running around, and even the mean, vicious ones, we kind of suspect they have a goodness and a kindness inside of them, right? Do you think?
I do, yes.
Yeah, there's a suspicion that maybe they're also good. But so what? They're too dysfunctional to express it. And even the great, good, kind ones, they don't know what to do with themselves. They don't know. They just try to help somebody. They don't know what to do, how to really be effective. Because if you're not functional, like if you have the idea, like you know the answer. You just tested that. You know the answer to your question. But knowing it is one thing, and bringing it out of yourself is another. Okay, why would you find it a minute later? Just what pops into your head? Try to let's see if anything comes. Maybe you can get to it that way.
It's formidable. It just, it's just going to take more to really get rid of it. I feel like I'm failing my test here.
Well, I'll tell you where you're failing.
Yeah.
You were removing a fungus. You're trying to figure out how it could still be there if you took it out of all your bodies. And you're thinking that the fungus is powerful. Right?
Yeah. It came back. It just came back that fast.
Your mistake is putting your attention on the fungus. Do you understand? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. What do I mean by that? Where should your attention be?
on my bodies and my connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be on you.
Yeah.
Also, I'm trying to test this question. Okay, test this. Is there something that I need to know that I'm finding out right now?
I got a yes.
Okay. Is it about my power?
I got a yes.
Is it about my methods?
Yes.
I'm talking about your methods and your power, right?
Yes.
We're talking about you.
We're talking about me. Yeah.
Is it about my function? How I function?
I'm gonna know.
Okay. Is it about my dysfunctions?
I got a yes.
Okay. So see, you're learning something now, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think, like suppose, when you, let's say you take something out of all your bodies and you feel better and you're satisfied and you leave it at that, right?
Right.
So you never learn anything then. See what I mean?
Right.
You just go on from there, you know? Now, suppose you test your bodies and you find it in another body and you take it out. Test this question. Have I learned something about my gravitational body today?
Yes.
Okay, so then you learn something about your gravitational body. Now suppose you then, like, can you feel your gravitational body?
Well, I'm learning that.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Do this.
Yeah.
Search about in the space, out in space, you know, outside of your physical body, and search about until you find something that feels like a little tiny, like, thing that's moving that you relate to, and just test, is that my gravitational body? And when you get a signal, you found your gravitational body. Best thing is to locate it first. Got it?
Okay.
Okay.
I have done that because, of course, I'm interested in feeling it. And I feel it, but I just can't go to it every time. You know, it's like
Okay.
I get glimpses, I guess.
All right, but do it right now.
Okay, I'll do it right now.
Okay. Now, when you find your gravitational body, put all your attention on it and scan through the body and see if you can find anything that looks like a fungus. Now that you took out the fungus, let's see if there's still one there. Now, what I often find is that there isn't anything there. Like, I really did remove it. I mean, occasionally I finally go, oh darn, there it is, you know. But most of the time, when I take it out, I can scan my gravitational body, and there's nothing. It's clean, at least as far as that goes. And I find other things too sometimes. But I also know that the gravitational body, or like a lot of these bodies are like crystals. You know how when you turn a crystal you see different things?
Yeah.
That's how the bodies are. So you can scan a body, but you know, you didn't really get everything, or even a tiny fraction of it, because all you're doing is one viewpoint. Get it?
Yeah.
Like to scan the whole body. Like if you had cancer, you'd really be scanning your gravitational body. Let's put it that way.
Right.
You know, because then you'd have to really keep turning it and finding all the different things, and what's that? You know, and you know, and like taking that out. What was that? And then you have to try to figure out what the thing was that you took out, because maybe it's somewhere else and it's part of a whole system of things that are making the cancer happen. You get it?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me when you've done this.
Okay. Okay. All right.
How are you now?
Say that again?
How are you now?
Feel good.
You are completely different. Do you see it, that?
Yeah.
Like Barb and Ross, do you notice a difference in her?
Yes. She's sort of brighter.
Yeah, more light around her head coming off her body. Aura.
Also, you're emoting much less. See, people are absorbed with themselves, but they're not able to access themselves. And that's why they're so crazy. If they just can have a minute of accessing themselves, they get like you are now. Now, you know, I'll tell you a story. I used to go to this park called Wissahickon in Philadelphia, and I take these long walks and I take out some trauma that happened 3,000 years ago, you know. And I get into this state like this big bang, you know, where I was just totally flat and not thinking about anything. And, you know, people who don't know better would think I'd be bored out of my mind, but I wasn't. I was just, you know, utterly there and enjoying looking at a tree, you know. And in the middle of that, that's the time to cure the next thing. Because
right.
now you can. So see, in coaching somebody, this is not coaching what we're doing. This is, you know, we're, you know, making a movie, being together, whatever, you know. You sort of getting a like sense of you and letting you let people know what they can do and so on. So we're doing a lot of things, but coaching's different. In coaching, see, the thing is, like, I actually was sort of my own coach. You know, there are some people who can do that. Like Roger Bannister refused coaching. He had coaches who advised him, and he also had these 3 guys he worked with. You know anything much about Bannister?
No.
Well, yeah, he had these other 3 guys. They paced him. He never would have broken the 4-minute mile without them, because he needed this other guy to run almost as fast as he did. He was running against this friend of his. That's how he that's how he did it. They planned the whole thing. His friend was not trying to break the 4-minute mile. He was just trying to pace Bannister. So Bannister just figured it all out. He was brilliant. Anyway, somebody I admire, and as an athlete, I recommend that you read, you know, I read this marvelous book on him. I can't remember the name of it, unfortunately. But anyway, onward. Oh, dear. Okay. So now it's time to cure the next thing. So the way to do that, of course, is for Ross to simply go on with what she was doing with you.
Okay.
It's very simple, you know. So Ross, you go back to you.
Okay. And now test if you have fungus in your spiral body.
Do I have No.
Okay. Now test if you have fungus in your etheric body.
No.
Okay. Test if you have it in your astral body.
No.
In your karmic body.
Yes.
Okay. Remove it from your karmic body. Take it out for the benefit of the viewers.
I'm removing fungus from my karmic body. Okay?
Okay. And now let's make even more sure. My karmic body is clear of fungus.
My karmic body is clear of fungus.
Okay. Do I have fungus in my emotional body?
Wait.
Yes.
When we do something with the karmic body, sometimes it's good to ask another question.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jen, test this question. Did I get the fungus in my karmic body over 100 years ago?
No.
Over 50 years ago?
No.
Over 25 years ago?
No.
Over 10 years ago?
No.
Over a year ago?
No.
Over a week ago?
No.
Over a day ago?
No.
Over a minute ago?
No.
Uh-oh. You know what? We can
What?
so you can learn something from any test. Something scared you, or you locked up, or just you won't. There's something there you don't want to know.
Okay.
Well, test this. Is there something there that I don't want to know?
Yes.
Okay. Barb, you should lower your camera because there's too much space over your head. There you go. We don't have to do anything with this right now.
Maybe it was more than 200 years ago.
Ah.
If it's over 100, then it's over 200.
Right.
See, no, I think that you just tested that there's something there you don't want to know, and you should stay with that because you got to understand this about yourself. There are things you don't want to know, and those are the ones that kill you and control you and destroy your relationships and your marriage and your friends and your kids and everything. All those things that you don't want to know. And
I'm getting a big yes as you're saying that.
and beyond that, then they kill you physically. So after they've ruined everything, you know. So God. Oh, but you know, we don't have to do this right now. See, the thing is, what we do have to know is that you're going to continue and you won't stop. That's your strength. Your strength isn't that you persevere this instant and get everything that you need, you know, to do done, so that you're perfect and you're okay and everything's fine. You know, I started to tell a story and then I realized the camera wasn't rolling. There was this New Age pundit that Barb bumped into in a bookstore.
Yeah.
And he was at a book signing for one of his books, you know. So she invited him to be on the Cure Show. He thought he was coming there to promote his book, and I thought he was coming there to learn something. So I told him we're learning how to cure things, and he said, I already know how to cure things. And as soon as he said that, I knew I had a schmuck on my hands and I better get rid of him, you know. But I persevered a little bit, so I said, well, I got curious and I said, well, tell me, how do you cure them? And he said, I just do it all at once, like we were talking about taking it out all at once before. So, and he sort of demonstrated it. And I went, oh, because I could read what he was doing. I can, you know, like, do this right now. read me. Just like experience me, what I'm like right now. What I'm doing, what I'm like. Tell me when you've done it. Now, you look for a signal too. Your finger will tell.
I got it. I got it.
Okay, well that's what I did with him. So I saw what he was doing and everything, and as soon as he did that, I said to myself, I didn't say it to him, but I said, "Oh, no good, you know, I can't really help him because he was so like set in his ways, and you know he never for 1 second considered that he might be able to help somebody else." If he, you know, because the thing he was doing, number one, wasn't going to work, and number two, isn't teachable. Right? You know, you can't.
Right.
What? Because people,
Right.
because they'll do what you did at the beginning of this meeting. If you show them how to do that, even if you show them, they'll just go. Even if they get it, you know, they'll just do that, and like they'll be right back where they started 10 minutes later. You know, so. It's like, you know what, Barb? I just bring you up here for a second. You know, we should get together with Alejandra again.
I think so too.
And we should talk about what she has to do to permanently cure her panic attacks so she never has to worry about them. Oh, Jen, you don't know Alejandra, I guess, but she's sort of over her panic attacks. She doesn't really get too many of them anymore. But she's not cured, you know. So we want we should get her to the point where she really knows what she has to do, because she doesn't know.
How long did it take her
Oh,
to
just
get
a
where
week,
she is now?
like a week or two, like you.
Cool.
Yeah, except you know, I mean, you get really big results at first with this, and then you really have to work.
She said she's getting more panic attacks now, but at least she knows how to cure them.
Well, you know, I think she goes up and down, because the day I talked to her, she was getting less. But anyway, the thing about it, to use exercise and fitness as an analogy, Jen,
Yeah.
I know you're going to relate to this. Let's say you take on a new client and you put them on a diet and start exercising them. And the first week they lose 15 pounds or something, you know, and of course it's water.
Yeah.
Right? You know, they're losing things that are easy to lose, you know.
Right.
So they go, wow, this is great, you know, but they don't realize like that they have to keep going, you know.
Exactly. and is going to get.
Oh no. Say something else.
Can you hear me? It's okay.
Something happened to your mic. I do hear you, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Okay. There it is.
Good.
You're back. Okay. Okay, so now that we've done this thing with the karmic body, and I think at some point we should, you should take that farther. By the way, a lot of the things that we do in these, when we're making like a movie, let's say, they're for you to take with you and do more on. Like, if I was coaching somebody in this, what I would do is I would give the person like 6 hours to do something with it, and then I'd have them call me back and report what they did. Leave me a message if they couldn't reach me or something, and then I would give them another assignment, and I'd keep going around and around and around in a circle like that, having them go, get into different things. So you obviously can do that for yourself. That's the idea. You're supposed to be doing it for yourself. It's exactly like what you do when you teach people fitness. That they're the ones that actually do the kickboxing. You don't do the kickboxing for them, So I assume you spar with them and stuff, but then they have to go spar with somebody else too, probably, right? Or,
Yes.
or there's no no real learning there, Okay, so why don't we go on with that? Let's give Barb a chance. Barb, what we're doing is searching her bodies for a fungus. You know what? I'll tell you what. you can finish your bodies on the fungus later. Barb, go down the list of pathologies and see if you can find another one that she has.
Okay. Do you have any trauma in any of your bodies? Trauma.
No.
Okay. Do you have any retention in any of your bodies?
No.
Okay. Do you have substance excess or deficiency?
No.
Okay. Conditions?
No.
Okay. Let's see. Do you have any virus?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, before you go on, again, more perspective. You have trauma, and you also have conditions, and you also have, does she have retention? Yeah. You have retention. Retention's a very common thing. So just so you know, it's pretty much...
When I do this at other times, I get yeses, you know, for those things.
Yes, of course. The
Yeah.
thing is, what's happening here is that your signals are simply guiding you to the next thing you're supposed to cure right now for this movie.
Okay.
Like God, let me put it this way. Why don't we just, like, it looks like I'm the director of the movie, but actually, let's say God is the director.
Right.
And, you know, we're the players in the movie. And so, whatever God wants to be illustrated by this, and I'm supposed to know, you know, how to develop the things, and God points us to each one and says, okay, do this. And so now we're going to go on with the virus. Okay, so Barb will come back up. And Barb, go ahead.
So do you have virus in your celestial body? Test.
No.
Okay. Do you have it in your gravitational body?
No.
Do you test through your hands, or how do you get your signal? Oh, I see. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Do you have it in your spiral body? Any virus in my spiral?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and remove. I'm removing virus from my spiral body.
Okay, I'm now removing viruses from my spiral body.
And look for your signal.
Got it?
Okay, great. My spiral body is free of virus. Yes, wow.
I did.
Nice. Okay, good. Do you notice any change in yourself after that removal of virus from your spiral body? Anything different?
Yeah.
How would you describe it?
Clean.
Right. So nice job. Okay, let's see where else we can find. Did you have it in your gravitational body? Virus in my gravitational body?
I gotta know.
Great. Do you have any virus in any of your universal bodies?
No.
Okay. Do you have virus in your mental body?
Yes.
Okay. Remove virus from your mental body.
Okay, I'm removing viruses from my mental body.
Nice.
I got the yes.
Good. And notice the clarity. And do you have any virus in your emotional body?
Okay. No.
Good. In your physical body?
No.
In your etheric body? Forgot to test that one.
Okay.
Any virus in my etheric body?
No.
Okay. All my bodies are free of virus.
All my bodies are free of viruses. I gotta know.
Okay, this is just like what we were saying before. It moves around. It moves around. So let's go back up
And I'm
to.
getting a yes for that.
Okay. Is any virus in your astral body? We got that
I
one.
got a yes.
Okay, yes. Let's remove virus from your astral body then.
Okay, I'm removing the virus from my astral. Okay, got a yes.
Great. Your celestial body.
No, no.
You have any virus in your karmic body?
No.
Spiral body.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm removing virus from my spiral body.
I'm removing virus from my spiral body. Okay. Got a yes.
All my bodies are free of virus.
All my bodies are free of virus. Yes.
Pretty good testing there because we had missed a few bodies. Okay, any change in yourself? Anything you're seeing, sensing, or feeling that was different than before?
Just calmness. Feel centered and, you know.
Yeah. That's a sign of no virus. Virus, when you have virus, you're off. A symptom of virus for me has been like when you feel rushed and scattered and doing.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Do you have any rot in any of your bodies?
Wait, before we go on.
Okay.
When people listen to this, see, we've been doing a lot of delving in this movie. You know, we've been getting into like what the signals mean, like where you find something 5 minutes later. Why do you find it? What does it mean? How come when you took it out of all your bodies it wasn't gone? We've been delving into a lot of things. And people hear this, and they don't hear the delving. Like a lot of times we just go through the bodies and we don't do too much delving, and that's what they hear. And a lot of people turn it into a mantra, and they say, like, how many times a day am I supposed to do this, and stuff like that. You know, like they turn it into like, if I do this, I'll cure it, right? You know, it's supposed to cure me, right? And they don't realize they're curing it. They think it cures it, you know, I'll say these, you know, the litany and it'll cure it. There was a woman named Sue. I don't remember her last name. She had cancer. And this was somebody who really, number one, did not like being told what to do, especially not by me. Number one. Like Barb just gets bored. See, she's yawning there. that big hippopotamus yawn. But this woman got angry, and so she was. We got on a cure show with a couple people and her, and I started delving with her, and she was saying, you know, like I want to do that. She said, I just want to do what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be doing this, you know. I'll just take it out of my bodies. I'm going to go through my bodies and take it out, and, you know, or whatever it is, with the cancer out of my bodies. And so I said, no, you know, we're going to do this. And so she got angry at me and hung up. And that was the last time I ever spoke to her. She died about 3 weeks later.
Oh.
The thing is that people don't realize, and also about what we're doing here, is that we're dealing with life and death issues. And just about anything that you do with this, like you're way far away from dying. I mean, you could just go on about your business from here, you know, and you know, even keep your thyroid nodule and get, you know, hyper and let your thyroid go out of whack. Lots of people do, and it still takes them 50 years to die of it. And you know, so it wouldn't be like what happened to her at all, you know. But the thing is, what you got to realize is that everything that we're doing is a life and death issue. Like if you've got a fungus in your gravitational body, this is something that's going to interfere with important life functions and end up being physically lethal at some point. Even though there's no medical or scientific basis for me saying that, nor do I want there to be any. You know, we just have to understand that God is giving us this gift, and it's really a gift of what we are. It's what we were always supposed to be. Like we were always supposed to be doing this, able to do it and doing it. We're not supposed to get viruses. Nobody's supposed to get the flu. There isn't supposed to be any flu. Old people are not supposed to die of the flu, because, you know, everybody can kill a virus and cure the flu. So back to, Barb was going to do, which one next, Barb? Rot, I think it was.
She had no rot.
No rot, okay.
She's not the rot type.
I certainly hope.
I'm just looking at you. You're pretty rot. Let me see.
But I'm the fungus type.
Fungus. That was a surprise. But higher body fungus. Let's see. Go back. I have sidetracked. There's a lot of good stuff on this website. Oh, my computer locked up. Let's see if I can remember them. Do you have bacteria? Did we test for bacteria?
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
Parasite.
Parasite? You did that already?
No.
Haven't done that? Do you have any parasite in any of your bodies?
No.
Great. Any opportunistic infection?
No.
Any scarring?
No.
Organ problems? Any organ problems?
No.
No organ problems. Okay. Let's just do this just to be sure. Take all your organs to full function. I'm taking all my organs to full function.
Taking all my organs to full function.
You get a signal on that?
Yeah.
I was remembering yesterday that a friend of mine, kind of a down-to-earth person, once defined Immunics as the immunizing yourself by talking to your own body. So, in other words, you can connect with your thyroid right now and say, I'm now repairing my thyroid. You can do it directly like that. Get information by reading your own body. Retention, did you test on retention? You said no. Do you have negative beingness?
Not right now.
Okay. Keep it that way. And a particle attribute imbalance.
No.
Okay.
What is that?
It's kind of like there's a huge list of various indexes that all adding together make you just your state of being. Byron might correct me here, but and when one of them's off, you have like some behavior or manifestation that's out of balance. So it's you have a kit, an access to the website yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can go on there and you can get to that page, and it's really interesting. And there's, for each person, there's a place where your particle attributes ought to be you. But if they're out of balance, then you'll have abnormalities or aberrations in your behavior, and then in some kind of symptom in your body. The example like volatility is one of them. Eccentricity is one of them. Curiosity, I think, is one of them. Like, you don't want to have them too low, but you don't want to have them too high. Apparency is one of them. Like, you want to be out there so people know who you are for your work, but you don't want to be like overexposed. Like Michael Jackson had an appearance index that was off the map, so
Yeah.
bad for your health. So it's really interesting. Check it out. I'll work with you on that sometime if you ever want to.
It's, you know what? You can look up these things in the list of lessons, Jen.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Yeah. Now, you know what? It's probably good at this point to stop doing this pathology thing because we've learned enough from it. Okay? Just about what this is about.
Yes.
So then, once you're feeling in pretty good shape, the next thing to do is check out your thyroid. Right? Now, have you been doing this already?
Well, I just got to a page about aligning your organs. That's what it's called. In the last day, I'd say. So I'm working on it.
Okay, let's try this. Test this question. Show me what your hand signal looks like. Okay, test this question. Is my thyroid my ally?
I got a yes.
Now, it's that little movement, isn't it? That little tiny, it's like a vibration. I know, I saw it. Yeah, okay.
It comes up from my forearm. I can feel it starting down there.
Uh-oh, I think you lost your mic again. Bring it back.
Is that better?
A little. Try to get it closer or something.
Okay.
You sound far away.
Yeah, far away. Yeah, okay, is that better?
Yes, that's
Okay.
good. Okay, so your thyroid's your ally. Now, let's test, do I have thyroid nodule? This is a code we're creating. You know, I don't quite know how to say this, but we're going to just call it thyroid nodule. Do I have thyroid nodule in any of my body? Do I have a thyroid nodule in my physical body? You get a yes on that?
Yeah.
Do I have a thyroid nodule in any of my other bodies?
Okay, go. Yes.
Okay, so now I bring Ross back, and Ross, find which bodies it's in and remove it.
Okay. Test if the nodule is in the celestial body. And show your hands
Yeah. Yes.
so
yes,
that I
yes.
can see your testing. Okay.
Okay. I got a yes.
Okay, remove it and say it aloud.
I'm removing thyroid nodule from my celestial body.
Okay. My celestial body is clear of thyroid nodules.
Is this body clear of thyroid nodules? Yeah.
Don't ask, just state it.
Okay,
Right.
this body,
My celestial body is clear of thyroid
Okay.
nodules.
my
Is it
celestial
yes?
body is clear of thyroid nodules. Okay?
Oh, okay. Ask about your gravitational body.
Okay, do I have thyroid
Okay.
nodules in my gravitational body? Yes.
Okay,
I'm
remove it.
removing thyroid nodules from my gravitational body.
Okay, yes, okay. A gravitational body is clear of thyroid nodules.
Gravitational body is clear of thyroid nodules. Okay?
Okay. Do I have thyroid nodules in my etheric body?
Do I have thyroid nodules in my etheric body? Yes.
Okay, remove it.
I'm removing thyroid nodules from my etheric body. Okay?
Okay.
Do I have thyroid nodules in my astral body? I got a yes. I'm removing thyroid nodule from my astral body.
Okay. What about your karmic body?
Okay. I have thyroid nodules in my karmic body. No.
Okay. My karmic body is clear of thyroid nodules.
My karmic body is clear of thyroid nodules. Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Test if you have thyroid nodules in your emotional body.
Do I have thyroid nodules in my emotional body? Yes.
Okay.
I'm
that's
removing
good.
thyroid nodules from my emotional body.
Emotional. Okay. My emotional body is clear of thyroid nodules.
My emotional body is clear of thyroid nodules. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ask about the mental body.
Do I have thyroid nodules in my mental body? No.
Okay, we tested the physical body before, so ask if you have thyroid nodules in any of your universal bodies.
Okay, do I have thyroid nodules in my universal mental body? Thyroid nodule, universal emotional body. Do I have thyroid nodules in my universal physical? No.
Very good. All my bodies are clear of thyroid nodules.
All my bodies are clear of thyroid nodules. Yes.
Okay, do you feel a difference?
Yeah.
What is it?
I feel calm.
Okay,
I feel relaxed, which is calm.
uh-huh.
I feel like I'm, in the right place.
Yeah, okay, okay. You tested that your thyroid is your ally, yes?
I did. Yeah.
Okay,
Should
let's
I try again?
Let's try it again. Yes? But let's do it another way. Is my thyroid my opponent?
Is my thyroid my opponent? I got a yes.
Okay. Is my thyroid under attack?
Is my thyroid under attack? Yes.
Okay. Is a demon attacking my thyroid?
Is a demon attacking my thyroid? No.
No, okay. Is an entity attacking my thyroid?
Is an entity attacking my thyroid? No.
Am I attacking my thyroid?
Am I attacking my thyroid? Oh, yeah. Why would I
Okay.
do that?
Okay, yes. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Okay? What interest do you have in attacking your thyroid?
What, interest?
Yes.
Do I have?
See what, don't try to think about it. See what pops into your mind. Be very relaxed and just see what you get into your mind.
Retaliation.
Yes. Okay. Is that a symptom?
I got a yes.
Okay. Now, you have to find the cause of the symptom. And Bayer, do you want to do it now or do you want her to do it later on herself?
Try to do it.
Okay. Go to the hub.
I should go to the hub?
Yes.
Okay, let me. This may take a while. I'm far away from the wireless network, so the pages take forever to load. But it looks okay. Okay. Yeah. Now your movie's gonna come on in a minute. there. Just
Okay.
log in. All right, now I'm at the hub.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So now you have a list of skills, yes, a hierarchy of skills, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, now test, run the mouse on the skill and put the other hand in your testing position and see when your finger opens, okay? And the question you should have in mind is, where do I find the cause of retaliation, okay?
Okay.
Okay, go. And tell me where you stop.
Okay. Okay, I think it's reclaim your immune system.
Okay, the skill number,
7.
okay. Now, let me get it. Click on the lessons page under Reclaim Your Immune System.
Okay.
Okay, and look at the first question. Is there something I need to do? And test it.
Okay, no.
Okay, what you work on first can be a matter of taste, okay? After you rake, do you understand the meaning of rake?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Look for the calm, clear place, okay? To begin with your lesson, test these questions and click on that.
Okay.
And you go, okay, to a page where there's nothing, so you can go back.
Okay.
Go back to the lesson page. Okay. And now, test through. You see that there is a list of lessons. First, it says immune dysfunctions can manifest as emotional dysfunction, blah, 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 okay? And then emotional dysfunctions are caused by trauma. Under that, you have a list starting with addiction lessons. Test down the list. It also continues to the right.
Okay.
And see when your finger opens.
Okay. Compulsions. I got a yes on compulsions.
Okay, let's start with that. Click on compulsions. Let me find. Okay. It's on the left, yes? Yes, okay, got it. Okay, a good way to learn about this is to scan your behavior over the past day or week. Okay, think of your behavior over the past week. Think of the things that I've been doing.
I've been doing Immunics for the whole time.
Yes, okay, that's good. Think of yourself in another situation with people, for example, or at work. Yes. Does anything pop into your mind? Anything you did that could be a compulsion?
I'm getting a yes as you're saying this, but I don't know what it is yet. I have to think about it.
Okay, Luke, ask, did it happen a week ago?
Okay. No.
6 days ago?
No.
5 days ago?
5 days ago.
Okay, go back 5 days ago and ask,
Now you
did
know
it
what?
happen in the morning?
Okay. 5 days. No.
In the afternoon?
No.
In the evening?
Yes.
Okay, do you remember where you were 5 days ago?
Okay.
Who
Thank
with?
you. 5 days ago would be. Oh, Wednesday night. I mean, I was home. I didn't go anywhere. I don't think so. Oh,
Okay.
wait a minute. Okay. You know what? My
Yeah?
my daughter had 2 friends over.
Yes?
There were a lot of kids here, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I was behaving badly.
Okay,
Just
okay.
kidding.
Well, no, you can test it. Just test did I behave compulsively with the kids?
No.
Okay.
With your father?
What?
With your father?
My father?
Yes.
He's in California, but I'll test it.
No, excuse me, I misunderstood. I thought your father had some people over, 2 people
Oh,
over.
no. My daughter.
Oh, sorry. So, did you do it with your daughter?
Okay.
Did you have badly with your daughter?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yes. Do you remember what you did?
I find this very funny. I have to say.
I think it's funny too. And I'm not surprised, okay?
Never be surprised by Immunics.
I know. Okay, what did I do? I'm getting that I know what it is, but I'm just not accessing exactly what it is.
Okay, are you blocking it?
My
Test it. Are you blocking the memory?
my balloon. No.
No, okay.
I mean, I really don't. Nothing stands out like no argument. I think, nothing bad comes to mind that happened there.
Yes.
But
It doesn't have to be that bad.
I wanna
yeah.
I wanna interject. I want you to test something.
Okay.
Test. Do I avoid being powerful?
I got a no.
Okay. Do I avoid knowing that I'm able to do certain things?
I got a yes.
Mm.
Is that a way that I have of diminishing my responsibility?
Yes.
So, responsibility is the ability to respond.
Right.
And, maybe you're don't want to know that you're able to respond, because in this meeting so far, which our meeting will end soon, by the way, I have watched you do two things. Right at the beginning, you tested that you knew something, but you couldn't see what it was. You knew why you test that the thing is in one of the bodies a minute after taking it out of all the bodies. Remember?
Yeah.
That was one thing. And then the other thing was just now, right here, that you know what it is, but you just, you can't see it, you can't think of it. That's another instance of exactly the same thing. So this is something that you do. I mean, it's like in the course of an hour and a half meeting, you've done it twice, and it's a big problem.
It's a pattern.
A pattern. Yeah. No, it's an adaptive behavior.
Yeah.
It's not a pattern. It's something that you do. It's like you opt for this. Unreflect. You don't think about it, but you opt for it without thinking about it. And so there it is. This is a major thing for you to cure.
Okay. I got a yes.
Now there's that's good. Now there's something I want to also point out, that if you notice, like suppose you're grabbing and grasping around, blah blah, like groping in your mind to try to find something and you can't find it. Now suppose I see what it is and come along, or anybody could do this, by the way, I'm not saying just me, but so suppose I come along and I say, and I see it and I say, okay, test for this, and you get a signal.
Yeah.
So now, bingo, this thing that you couldn't find, now you know.
Yeah.
And often when you do that, don't you sort of come into knowing it right after you test for it?
Yeah.
And that's why we call it RIC, remove, install, and know.
Okay, right.
And this is how you be happy. This all ends up making you happy, right? I mean, it's what it's been doing, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. And right now, you're pretty looking calm and clear to me.
I feel it.
You're not doing a huge emotional thing, and you're not reactive, and you're just like being,
Yeah.
That's what I've always liked about Franny, because from the moment I first met her, she was always so centered in that beingness that I see people come into when they do this. And I think that, I was supposed to be around Franny so that, it would accelerate me to discover this. Anyway, this is good, what we've done. It's good.
Yeah.
That's a good lesson, though, to learn, is that, see, like how I was saying, like, I could come over and tell it to you, and then you test for it, and then you know it?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You could have a whole bunch of different things pop into your mind, one of them being the thing you're looking for, and you wouldn't really know what it was, because there'd be all these other things, and they aren't it, and this one is it. But if you test that through them, you could, in other words, you could be the person who tells you what it is.
Right.
And then you could just test, and you go, oh yeah, that's it. See?
I'm going to get there. I know it.
That's called channeling.
Uh-huh.
We're channeling. Now, see, another way to put that is, suppose there's nobody physically around. I'm not around, okay? And Barb isn't around, and Ross isn't around. You're all by yourself out in the Alps, walking, which you do all the time. And but see, maybe you could channel God, or your spirit guide, or me, Barb, or Ross.
Right.
So it still would be somebody else who is capable, God is capable of knowing it, even when you're right in that moment not. or there might be an angel standing next to you who could whisper it in your ear, or that's how I cured my herpes. I was just, doing a movement exercise on the patio of a car rental in Puerto Rico with a big herpes outbreak, and this little voice, I was testing and getting signals and making myself feel good, and this little voice said, "Kill the virus." It wasn't me that said that. I heard this little voice that said, "Test, can I kill the virus?" And I tested and got yes, and immediately killed it and felt different. Like, remember when you killed the virus before, you felt different?
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt different. So then I knew I had killed something. Okay, I'm going to bring the other guys up here on the screen. Does anybody have any completion words? This is good for today. Shall we meet again, and let's say in a week? How about that for an idea?
No.
Jen?
Oh, you're talking to me. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, shall we meet again?
Yeah, I can meet the same time next week.
Okay, why don't we do that? Let's give you another week of rattling around, and then we'll see what you're like then. And also, we'll see you at the meeting on Friday, right?
On Friday, yeah.
Okay. So, guys, what are your completion things that you want to say?
Completion.
I'd like Jen to test is now her thyroid is in alliance with her.
Yes.
Okay, and just bring it to full function.
Okay, yes. Got a yes.
And balance it.
Okay. Got a yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is to remind you that that the thyroid is just like one tangible manifestation of a lot of other things, and that I love kickboxing. So think of this as kickboxing of the higher bodies. Like you've got to be batting away these non-physical,
I can do that.
I thought so. Okay, good luck with that. And I'll do a little more physical kickboxing and catch up with you. It's good to meet you.
I see you have the guns.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Cool. All right. Good meet. Yeah. Take care. We'll see you next week. All right. All right. Thanks for including me. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Well, I wanted to...
Hey, thank you. Bye.
One thing, Barb's gone, but there was one thing I wanted to just say to Ross.
Yes?
Which is your perspective, your separate perspective is a huge help.
Thank you very much.
And especially when you asked a question, if you remember, that she had already tested no when I did the question with her.
Yes.
And you asked it in a different way and she got yes. It was about her thyroid. And that's what you're doing here. If all you did was that one thing, it made the meeting. It took us in a whole different direction.
You live and learn. It's true.
Good.
Anyway, I'm learning a lot doing these videos with you.
I noticed that, and I'm really happy to see that.
Yeah,
How
it's
long
great
are
help.
you doing this, Ross?
I think it's about 5 years. I don't remember exactly, but around 5 or 6 years. But in the beginning, I did it on my own because there was no contact on Facebook, no videos. And what really helped me was listening to the MP3s, the talks, and the few shows.
Yeah, me
It
too.
was very useful to me, very, very useful. And I still do. I still do. I do the chores, going around with my iPod around my neck and listening to people curing while I'll clean the house, or I go for a walk, or I go cycling. And I think it's very important.
Yeah.
And then I want to hear Bayer laugh. You know, it's nice. It's very nice.
I hear it in my head all the time, and not just listening to the MP3s. It's just there.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, guys, it's been a real pleasure being with you. And
Thank you very much.
oh, and Jen, I wanted to say, write some things on Facebook to people who are writing there. Okay, on my wall. Go to my Facebook wall and write where you see them writing. Write, and interact with them.
Okay. I can do that.
And share your things too. Okay, with your friends.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you later.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Goodbye.
Ciao.
Later.
Ciao. Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.